Hello everyone, this is Lucas with Everyday Backup. Let's walk you through restoration management. The very first thing you will do is initiate a new restore. If you have many organizations and many devices, you can click here to search for that device name and it will bring it to the top for you. You can select the config date. This will generally be the oldest or the latest date, but sometimes your client may be looking for an old file that's been gone for quite some time, and you would need to pick the correct date for that. So once you pick a date and hit Initiate Restore, it will move your active restores to the table here, which as you can see is listed for 6 days. This is a 12-hour process, and a 12-hour countdown will start immediately, and a progress bar will slowly move its way across to show you when it's done. This is a security feature that gives us time to prevent files from being accessed by someone who should not be accessing them. Once this is complete, you can generate a restore email. You can send this to yourself or you can send it straight to the client. And this is what that email looks like. It's very easy. It just says your data restore is complete. Please use this link with these temporary credentials, and the link will expire in 3 days. Along with the files, you will no longer be able to access these files after 3 days, and you will need to initiate a new restore in order to continue to access them. So this is why we suggest monitoring your active restores and making sure you stay on top of the client to make sure they get the files they need. So once they click that link, it will be brought to a restore access page where they enter their temporary credentials and they log in. And they will be presented with this screen that they can click this open file restore button. And if the restore tool does not open, then the backup software is not running. So the easiest thing is just to have the client reboot the computer and try that link again. So then we'll click open file restore, and if it's running, it will pop up. And I'm getting a warning here because when this this backup was done, there was a file open and it could not back it up. So this is the next screen we see, and it says, where do you want to restore from? In this case, we will be backing up from the backup we made earlier, so that's what we'll select. It will generate a file list. You'll notice the correct date is selected, and you are able to go through and pick whatever it is you need, which could be everything if you needed, or just one file, and you will hit continue. And it says, where do you want to restore the files to? You can leave it original and it'll put them right back where it came from, or like we like to do, pick location and usually put it on the desktop, kind of make it easy to find it. And you could say desktop restored files. If you're having your client do this, they can just use the original location. Here we see it says, how do you want to handle existing files? So in this case, if they left it in the original location and overwrote it, it would overwrite the same file name. So probably a good idea to tell them to check save different versions if we're leaving it in the original location. That way they would have the oldest one that they're restoring and the newest one. If there were any kind of permissions, you would want to select this box. You can select even if there weren't and hit restore. It takes just a few minutes. It contacts the database and will download those files right where you told it to go. Once Once the files finish downloading, they will go through a verification to make sure that the database matches up, and the restore is complete. So as you can see, this is the files that I restored to my desktop / restored files, 195 megabytes is exactly what I selected. And for the purpose of this demo, I uploaded our backup software. As you can see with the launcher, there is the files inside. So there you have it. That's all it takes to restore your files with Everyday Backup. Thanks.